Now, for the last 3 weeks, over 1,200 people from around the country have been running in a virtual event that raises money for survivors of domestic violence and domestic violence prevention programs. It's called the Run Against Violence, and it wrapped up on Wednesday. And it also wants to spark conversations, create connection, and help people take meaningful action towards a future free from family and domestic violence. Belinda Seaman is a DV advocate who lives here in the southeast, and she's been running and has ran all the way to the studio to talk to us today. Hey, Belinda.
Good morning.
Now, I maybe said on air earlier that this person has ran thousands of kilometres, and then I think that might have been the total of everyone. It wasn't quite at thousands, was it?
No, myself, I did 131 kilometres.
That's still heaps.
It is heaps. Our teams are each aiming to run 1,300 kilometres, tracing the steps of our founder who ran the first Run Against Violence herself. So she did run 1,300 kilometres in 19 days.
Wow.
It was an inspirational thing to follow, and 8 years later, or 8 events later, I'm still part of it and still really proud to be doing
amazing. And obviously what you're doing it for and the whole reason behind it is really important. But I do like to talk to people who do running fundraisers because I like to try and get in the mind of runners. So you ran 131 kilometres. Were you a runner prior to taking part in this?
It was around about 9 years ago. I'd started learning to run for my health, and I was looking for a motivation, and found this online and just decided, I'll post in the local running group. Is anyone got a team? I'd love to join. Not realising that it was a brand new event. Everyone sort of said, I've never heard of it, but if you start a team, I'll join. So within 2 days, I think we had 2 teams up and going, and we haven't stopped since. In more recent years, I do walk my kilometres.
Okay.
It takes longer.
Yeah.
But,
good for your health either way.
Yes.
What do you think about when you run or you walk? Because you're obviously doing a good amount of kilometres and distances.
Yeah. This year it took me over 20 hours to do the kilometres, so it's a big time commitment.
Yeah.
But when it gets hard, when your body starts sort of falling apart, I hobbled the last 2 days worth, I think. You just sort of think about the stories that you've been told. As we talk about the conversations, we've got a bit of merchandise that we sort of wear to try and draw attention to the cause, and I do get a lot of people sort of either stopping me or calling me or whatever and saying, look, well done, and telling me their stories. It can be people that I've known all my life, and I wouldn't have known that this has touched them as well. So
I mean, there's probably stats out there that I don't know, but I would imagine nearly everyone knows someone, even if they don't know it, who's been affected by domestic and family violence. So apart from the running bit of it, why did this cause, if maybe not the right term, but why did this issue speak to you? Why did you want to get involved and get conversations going about this?
I think it's that number, the 1 in 5.
1 in 5 it is.
And you look around a room and you think, wow, to start with, you think, that'd be someone, that won't be in my neighbourhood, that won't be in my schools, that won't be in my workplace. But from my experience, it is. Yeah. It's the mums in the school line, it's the people sitting at the desk opposite you, it's the person serving you in the cafe. It's they're everywhere, and most of them are quietly dealing with this on their own, reaching out to charities and things, but a lot of them deal with it on their own for many years, and just seeing people from their family and friends standing up and saying, no, I don't think that's okay, I want to do something about it, just gives them that quiet strength to reach out to people and get some help, whether it's you, whether it's somebody else. It doesn't really matter who it is, as long as it sort of helps them change their mindset that they're worth the effort and that someone out there is ready to help.
So 8 years, I think you said you've been going. Do you still then get surprised when women are still coming up to you and telling you that this is happening? Yeah,
I do. Some days I'll go home in tears and sort of tell my husband about the day I've had or what's happened, and it's very confronting, but It makes it all definitely worth it, definitely.
Has this become then, because like you said, you just wanted to run along and do it, and then you obviously had to start a team. Have you then become a bit of an organizer and an advocate in a way that you didn't imagine in the DV space?
Definitely, definitely. To start with, yeah. Even when I started the two teams, it was more about, just if I wanted to do it, someone had to do it, and I probably am someone that steps up and is willing to take on things. But now we've got a Facebook group that we have sort of locally that we try and get all our runners from all our teams locally to put their names in, and then we'll let them know if we're all turning up to park run, say, and we'll all sort of do that together, or at the start or the end of the event, we'll often sort of organise a day where we all do our kilometres down at the rail lands, or we've had a breakfast in Penola one year where the CWA women put on a breakfast and we did our kilometres around Penola. So we try and get together for some kind of event, even though it's virtual and we don't have to be in the same space. We do like to get
especially
together.
in a regional area where community is so important, and I guess especially people who have survived domestic and family violence can feel a bit alone because of the distances and the things that aren't available. If you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Belinda Seaman, and we're talking about the Run Against Violence. So how many people took part in our region this year, Belinda? Roughly?
That I'm aware of.
Yeah.
We had 6 teams, so I think there are about 80 people.
That's great.
Yeah, plus we've got quite a lot who have moved away. It started out doing it here and moved away to different regions over the years, and now do it in their new towns. Some of them started it up themselves in their new towns and things.
Yeah.
So that's also nice to sort of keep track of where they are as well. So.
And the run was raising money in part for NAPCAN's Love Bites program. Can you tell us about that?
The Love Bites program is a healthy relationships program taught in schools, which helps children and teens particularly work out for themselves what is part of a healthy relationship. So not everyone has a great role model in their home. So in order to try not to follow in those footsteps, you need to be sort of shown examples of different ways. So this is a very interactive program, and it enables people to look at it and say, look, what do I think is okay? What do I think is not okay? What are the things to look out for when you're developing new friendships and partnerships and stuff? And yeah, just developing that at an age appropriate level as you go through, and trying to decide for yourself where you'd like your future to go.
Yeah, the education part of it I think is super important in trying to eliminate this issue. I believe, so the run is over itself, but people can still donate. How can people get involved?
Absolutely. I'll pass you a link, but there's always the Run Against Violence Facebook page, website, and we are part of the virtual team challenge.
Right, so get around that, search that on your search engine, on your phone, give to a really, really important cause. Belinda Seaman is a domestic violence advocate who lives here in the southeast and runs and walks all to kind of get to the bottom of this issue. Belinda, thank you so much for coming in, and well done over the past 8 years.
Thanks so much.